Welcome to today's lesson, where we will dive into the intricate mechanisms that allow our eyes to focus on objects both near and far away. Specifically, we will learn how the lens, ciliary muscles, and suspensory ligaments collaborate to ensure light is accurately directed onto the retina. In today's lesson, we will explore the roles of the lens, ciliary muscles, and suspensory ligaments in the eye. We will understand how these components adjust to focus light properly, whether the object is close to us or at a distance. So far, you have learned about the basic structure of the eye, including its various parts such as the cornea, iris, and retina, and their respective functions. This foundational knowledge has equipped you with a general understanding of how the eye perceives light and images. Building on this, today's concept will advance our biological understanding by showing how different components of the eye work together to perform the crucial function of focusing light. This comprehension is vital for appreciating how our vision operates seamlessly and how potential vision problems can arise when any of these mechanisms are compromised. Let's get started. To begin, let's remind ourselves about the basic structure of the eye. The eye is a complex organ that allows us to see by focusing light onto the retina, where receptor cells convert the light into electrical signals that the optic nerve transmits to the brain, which interprets these as images. For clear vision, light must be accurately focused onto the retina. This focusing of light is achieved through refraction, which is the bending of light as it passes through different mediums. In the eye, the cornea and the fluid inside the eye refract light to some extent, but the lens plays a crucial role by adjusting the amount of refraction needed to focus light precisely on the retina. The lens is a transparent, flexible structure located just behind the iris. Its primary function is to fine-tune the focusing of light onto the retina. The lens changes shape to adjust the focus for objects that are either near or far away, a process known as accommodation. Now, let's discuss how the lens, ciliary muscles, and suspensory ligaments work together during accommodation. When you look at something close to you, the ciliary muscles, which are ring-shaped muscles around the lens, contract. This contraction reduces the tension on the suspensory ligaments that hold the lens in place. As the suspensory ligaments slacken, the lens becomes more curved and thicker. A thicker, more curved lens increases the refraction of light rays, bending them more sharply so that they focus directly on the retina. When observing objects that are far away, the ciliary muscles relax. This relaxation increases the tension on the suspensory ligaments. The suspensory ligaments pull tight, causing the lens to become thinner and less curved. A thinner, less curved lens only slightly refracts light rays, ensuring they focus correctly on the retina. There are a few key points to take away from this. Firstly, the lens is responsible for adjusting the focus of light onto the retina, a process called accommodation. The ciliary muscles contract to relax suspensory ligaments, making the lens more curved for focusing on nearby objects. The ciliary muscles relax to tighten suspensory ligaments, making the lens thinner for focusing on distant objects. Let's work through a question to apply our understanding of the eye's structure and function. Describe how the iris adjusts the size of the pupil when moving from a dimly lit room to a brightly lit area. Pause here to have a go. Now, let's go through the answer. In a dimly lit room, the pupil is large, dilated, to allow more light into the eye for better vision. Upon entering a brightly lit area, the brain detects the increased light intensity via the retina. The circular muscles in the iris contract and the radial muscles relax. This contraction causes the pupil to constrict, become smaller, reducing the amount of light entering the eye, thus protecting it from potential damage from excessive light. In today's lesson, we explored how the lens, ciliary muscles, and suspensory ligaments work together to focus light on the retina for clear vision. We began by reviewing the eye's anatomy, highlighting the lens as a flexible structure that changes shape to adjust focus. We then examined the roles of the ciliary muscles and suspensory ligaments. The ciliary muscles contract or relax to change the lens's shape, while the suspensory ligaments connect these muscles to the lens. For distant objects, the ciliary muscles relax, tightening the ligaments and flattening the lens to focus light on the retina. For nearby objects, the muscles contract, loosening the ligaments and rounding the lens for clear vision. In doing so, we discussed accommodation, the process of adjusting focus, which is essential for sharp vision. Understanding this mechanism helps us appreciate how the eye functions and how conditions like hyperopia and myopia affect vision.